Welcome to the cycle of the Rites. This is playoffs, upper bracket round one. We have Anor representing the Nightwings versus Phaler representing the Fate. Welcome in, guys.
How's it going?
We'll get started here. This is a best of 5 hype match. I'm very excited to watch this and commentate, so thank you.
Welcome, exiles. Welcome to the pit of Melith. Each of you seeks to be free from this forsaken land. Prevail and step closer to freedom. Nightwings, stand ready. The Fate, stand ready. Who shall conduct this rite?
Anor, you're good to pick your first exile. Anor goes with a harp. Vel will respond kind. You're good to pick your next exile, Anor?
Yep, just a second. I'm still thinking.
Yeah, you're good.
Choose.
Anor will go with a Titan Tooth Imp. And Phaler will go with a Speedy Crone.
Bertrude. Your decision.
You're good to pick, Anor? Anor will go with her own Crone, but with quick throwing instead of quick speed. Quick walking, speed walking. Get the idea. And Phaler will end with a Web Lanthorn Imp. Good luck. Phaler starts out and is able to get the orb and then plunge quickly with his harp. But Titan Tooth. Phaler gets the Feral Curse off, and because of it is able to get a 30 damage throw, getting that harp back. Anor is down 50, but no Feral Curse to deal with. And Phaler is able to get in and plunge with that 20. Crone tries to jump and get it, but cannot. Instead, Anor, with her harp, is able to plunge. Has that prayer read, so will be back. Gets the Titan Tooth on the Imp. Crone tries to pick up the orb, but misses it. And Phaler is able to plunge and end the game.
GG.
GG.
Good game. And Phaler is up 1-0.
The rite is ended.
Anor, you get to pick the next stage. You can cycle through them. You can let me know.
Glade.
Glade of Lou.
The Nightwings versus the Fate. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Anor, you're good to pick. Anor will go with a nutrition stick, Wolfred. And Phaler will go back to the Titan Tooth Harp. Anor, you're good to pick when you're ready. Anor will go with a quick throwing Palmas. Okay, and Phaler will go with a Crone. Anor, you can pick your next when you're ready. Anor will go with a Harp. Phaler will go with a Speedy Demon. Good luck. Anor is able to get the orb first with that nutrition stick sap. flies over and tries the Guardian Shield and is able to successfully get it. Titan Tooths the Crone, but the demon is able to defend. Jumps into the Sap Ores and goes down. Or bounces out of the pyre after a collision, but the Titan Tooth Harp from Valor is able to plunge. The Sap tries to make a move to the pyre with a few blinks, but doesn't exactly get in. And instead gets a Titan Tooth into a swap into a throw from the Sap. Crone tries to make a move and fails, but gets a banishment in the process. Now Sap is waiting for an ally. Titan Tooth stops the demon from defending and allows the Sap to throw it in for 25. Sap is able to keep the orb with the help of his Sap buddy in the back with that Guardian Shield. Anor has kept it ever since getting it. But Valor is able to defend from a Nutrition Stick plunge. Anor, after 2 Titan Tooth Harps colliding, is able to keep the orb. And Anor is able to defend from the harp. Anor is able to set up a swap into a throw for 19 with the Sap. But Valor is able to take out that pesky Sap. Demon tries to get it in, but gets intercepted by the harp. Last second swap, not able to find anyone. And there's a swap into attempting to throw it in for the Sap, but because of that little sway that happens after a swap, it was not able to get it in. And now Valor has a chance to get it in, but goes down. Harp tries to cast, but the Feral Curse comes out, whether by accident or not, remains to be seen. But it wasn't the greatest curse, because he went down. Here we have a Howler up at the field. There's a Guardian Shield that Anor could use, but eventually goes down. And the Crone misses because of the pass sway that happens. Doesn't wait long enough. But Demon comes over and kills all of them. But Namiga slows him down, but he is able to walk in for 30. Anor with that, able to get that shield and almost throws it in, but gets stopped beforehand. Titan Tooth is able to stop the Crone, but not the Harp. Or down to her last 30, but she does have rekindling, a fair amount, at least 50 or 60, if I remember correctly. And is able to get a swap into a plunge with that nutrition stick. But Crone tries to throw it in with that quick throwing after the swap. But Anor does the same with her sap and is successful. Valor just down to his last 16. This double sap is causing a lot of trouble, and this Guardian Shield is being put to good use. Just the demon alive, able to take out a sap. But Palmas comes in with the swap, tries to throw it in, but is a little shy, a little short. Now Tamitha has an opportunity, but goes down. Tamitha able to take out 2, and Titan Tooth's the last one. And now Phalar's all dead. And
Follow William.
Anor ends
GG.
the game. Good game, and Anor ties it 1-1.
The rite is done.
And Phalar, you said fall?
Correct.
Okay. Fall of Solium.
The Night Wings shall confront the fate. Welcome.
Anor, you're good to
Who
pick.
shall conduct the rites?
Yeah, just mint.
Yeah. Anor will go with a quick throwing ninja savage. And Baylor will go with a bright wisp savage. You're good to pick, Anor? Anor will go with a web lanthorn imp. Baylor will go with a quick throwing ninja savage. You're good to pick your last, Anor? Anor will go with a thorn and knot worm. And Taylor will end on a web lanthorn imp. Good luck. Both savages trade, but the bright wisp wins out and is able to jump over the slash and throw it in for 20. Baylor keeps the orb after the banishments. But now Anor has a counter score with this worm, but goes down. Tries to salute, but also goes down. But Imp is able to defend from the other one. Now it's just Faye alive. And Anor is able to maneuver her way with a 20 damage throw.
Each pyre now burns, no more bright orbs engulfed.
And again, she's able to do that.
It seems the Night Wings are a bit ahead.
Anor is able to defend from the two savages. Just the Imp alive. But
They plunged into the pyre.
Faylor had another savage ready and is able to plunge.
Both pyres now burn with the same strength.
And it's just the Imp alive for Faylor.
Positively brutish.
And Anor goes down and Faylor is able to throw it in for 20.
The Fates seem to want their freedom more.
Just the Imp alive. And she's able to buy enough time for her savage to come back, but
The orb
does
from
not
its true.
get a score, and so Faylor is able to get a free score for 20.
Now go on, just once
Faylor
more.
now has the orb. Faylor is pump faking, but he eventually throws it. Now Anor has orb, but now Phaler has a chance after defending. The Imp is able to intercept it and is able to take out the Savage. Just the Worm versus the Imp now, and Worm is able to banish the Imp, but Savages try to teleport on the orb, but eventually defends. Phaler is trying to figure it away, but jumps into Aura. That's his other Savage. Bright Whisk gives it to the Imp. A Slash takes out the Savage. And Anor is able to try to score with it and waits out a jump and throws it in for 20. And again, she's able to maneuver and find 20 sword. This looks like this might be the last round, and he just runs in underneath the Imp. Phaler takes it.
GG.
Good game, and Phaler takes it and is now up 2-1.
The rite is complete.
Anor, since you lost that one, you get to pick the next stage, and you cannot pick Glade.
Yeah. Hmm. Spring.
Spring of Jomir.
The Night Wings shall take on the fate. Welcome.
You're good to pick your first
Who
exile,
shall conduct
Anor?
the rites?
Anor goes back to what helped her win that second game. That Nutrition took that, but the other decides on a Webland Thorn Imp.
Exile.
You're good to pick your next exile, Anor. Anor will go back to that other sap. Quick throwing Palmas. Phaler will settle on a Titan Tooth Demon.
Ignatius.
You're good to pick your last exile, Anor. Anor goes back to the same comp that she won with. And Phaler will also end on a harp. Good luck. Anor gets the orb first, passes it back, is able to defend from the Imp Implosion. Phaler goes in with his harp, but the Titan Tooth is able to stop the demon, but Anor misses the throw on the fire. Again, Titan Tooth on both of them, but the swap is able to get out of it, mitigate the effects of the Titan Tooth. And Anor is able to finally banish the demon. His Guardian Shield is able to defend as she moves forward. Phaler is able to pass out of the Titan Tooth because he was facing the right direction. And Anor defends from the harp, defends from the Imp. Titan Tooth on the demon allows Anor to set up a 25 damage throw. Nutrition Stick Sap. This is his job, gets the orb. And out comes the demon to immediately get Titan Tooth. Anor swaps into the nutrition stick sap, but tries to throw for it, but it's slow. She doesn't get it off. Harp tries to figure it away, swaps into the demon, but the demon gets banished by the exploding sapling.
Into the adversary's flame.
Sap takes out the harp. And is able to banish the demon, but the demon comes back because of the web lanthorn. And he's able to charge it up and throw it for 25.
Into the fire.
This time, Failure is able to get the orb after banishing the sap. And this demon banishes 2, and Titan 2's the 3rd defender. But eventually goes down into the sapling aura. Now Anor swaps into the sap, but doesn't have the opportunity to throw it in.
Everything which you hold dear.
But now Failure plunges with his
Good.
harp and prayer beats. Now the demon has infinite stamina coming out of that portal and stuns the sap, but cannot quite get into the pyre.
Now then.
Now the harp up, but dashes into the imp aura.
Magnificent.
And then Failure returns the favor by plunging for 20.
Now go.
Titan Tooth stops the imp for momentarily.
Such fervor.
Everyone down on Anor's side, but then Numbing Gust slows Failure down. There's a scramble for the orb. Harp tries to get it in, but cannot.
Now to the flame.
Now the harp, waiting for some stamina, and tries to plunge with the nutrition stick zap, but there's enough defense. And Anor tries to throw the orb off the wall into the pyre, but it was a little short. Failure now has the advantage, gets Titan Tooth, but gets swapped into the demon to banish the harp. And the harp is able to plunge for 20. We'll be back in the next round. Imp takes out 2. Sap is able to defend from mini attacks. And the sap is able to swap and throw it in for 25 after blinking. Guardian Shield able to defend the nutrition stick sap and throws it in for a quick 9.
It hit the mark.
Titan Tooth gets rid of the imp's effectiveness, and Anor tries to charge up a throw, but doesn't quite get it off. Definitely could have gone in.
Caught out.
Imp takes out 2. Harp now has the orb. And Demon stomps on the sap after Anor swapped. And now the swap Titan Tooth dynamic happens a lot this right. The sap is able to defend. Magician Stick Sap is able to get behind the pyre and throw it in for 11. Imp goes down, tries to plunge, and Anor successfully plunges. Anor has a lot of momentum her way, and she still has that 50 rekindling, so she's still quite healthy on pyre HP. But
All banished.
it's looking like this one will start that rekindling.
Stood. Ought to put them out.
So Anor is now up 10. Harp swaps into a quick throwing sap. Taylor's down to his last 15.
Much for open.
Imp takes out 2. Gets that dangerous portal. And the Harp is able to take out Sap, but Sap slows down the Harp and able to get back. And Anor is able to plunge to end the game.
Nightwings prevail. They brushed aside their adversaries
game.
without too much trouble.
Anor ties it again, 2 to
The
2.
night is ended.
GG.
Alright, Phaler, you get to pick the last stage. You cannot pick Pit, I believe, and Fall.
Going with the boat.
We're going with the boat to end it. Wow.
The Nightwings shall now face the fate. Welcome. Who shall conduct the
Anor, you're good to
rites?
pick your first.
Just a minute, still thinking.
You're good. This one boat match will determine who goes on in the upper bracket and who gets knocked down. Anor will go with a speedy demon. Phaler will go with a sudden grass savage. You're good to pick your next, Anor. Anor will go with a Titan Tooth Harp, Pamitha, and Phaler will respond with Tamitha.
Tabitha.
You're good to pick your last exile, Anor? a quick throwing sap. Phaler will go with his own speedy demon. Good luck, and may the strategy with you.
The orb is up. Begin.
Savage is able to get the orb first, and Anor is able to jump over the puddle. Titan Tooth takes out some exiles
The fate have made their
and
mark
allows
upon the flame.
Phaler to plunge after teleporting.
'Tis taken.
And then
Deliverance.
Phaler is able to quickly get the orb and plunge for 20 with the harp. Demon and the Savage collide, but Savage takes out the demon.
One almost got through.
And Savage goes down. Titan Tooth on the demon. Nor's demon tries to hop, but loses the orb, but now has it and plunges for 30. Harp is able to stop Savage and get the orb. Titan Tooth on both of them, but Demon has a bigger aura. Bigger aura, better person. Actually, that's the opposite. It's actually bigger aura, worse person. If you know the lore. But meanwhile, Phaler's able to plunge for 30. And Savage gets the orb, but does not get in. The demon is able to quickly charge up a score, but Savage comes back too quickly for him to finish. Now the harp gets Titan Tooth, the sap, and allows Savage to plunge for 20. Harps, glide, swap, and the Savage walks in for 20 underneath the harp. And the harp Titan Tooths the demon and plunges with the Savage for 20.
End the ceremony.
Anor has to try to find a way to get back into this game. She has that rekindling. She tries with a big jump, but it's a little short. And the shield tries to block out the Savage, but Savage eventually gets in.
Flames yet burn.
Anor down to her last 50.
Yes.
Phaler is able to defend and now has a counterattack with the harp. Plunges for 20. And Phaler does it again with the Savage. Plunges for 20.
Oh.
And the Titan Tooth
Oh.
gets multiple people, but Anor wins out on top. Demon goes down, and the harp plunges to end
Good
the
game.
series.
Good race, man.
The fate prevails. It was as though the scribes themselves
Good game, and
stood by
Phaler
their
takes it.
side.
3-0. 3-0. 3-2.
Thus end this night's proceeding.
Give me at least some credit, man.
Sap bad.
I won 2 games against you with 2 of them. Don't you dare.
Well, I guess since he won the series, Phaler can dictate all, apparently. Well, thank you all for joining, and thank you players for playing. Phaler, you'll move up and face the winner of Camilla versus iRotor. And Anor, I'll have to check this bracket and see who you might face, but great series. Amazing to watch, and I hope all the viewers had a good time as much as I did.
Yeah, GG is very well played. Thanks for the rights.
Thanks for the rights, indeed.
Alright, thanks for watching. See ya.